Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before I begin this reading and clear the energy space, once again, a reminder not to be scammed by anybody in the comment box pretending to be me offering you a reading. That person is not me. That person is a scammer. Do not be scammed. Okay, with that said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable to you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Now let's let the bull sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Sagittarius, February 2021 money and career. 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 And I'm going to be doing things just a little bit differently, just to spice things up. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. And now let's see how your chakra energy is. Sagittarius, February 2021 money and career. Sagittarius, February 2021 money and career. Sagittarius, February 2021 money and career. Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. We have here universal light, which is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. You have holistic health, one of my favorite cards. This is the root chakra. And then you have life purpose, the throat chakra. And it's one of the most powerful ones, because life purpose is something that we always seek for, that we always, hope to step into, and can seem so hard for something that should be so simple, right? And now let's see what people you should be mindful of, the energy you should be mindful of during this time. What is the energy that Sagittarius should be mindful of? February 2021, money and career. What is the energy that Sagittarius should be mindful of? February 2021, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So we have here the Chariot energy. This is Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd. Now I'm giving you the representation from the tarot of the zodiac that the card represents and the time frame for your knowledge, but this doesn't have to be a Cancer. This is going to be somebody who takes on these characteristics, so just be very mindful, and we'll get to that in just a moment. The Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Death card, Scorpio energy, time frame October 23rd to November 21st. Okay. Before we start, Spirit is saying right here, because we have the Queen of Wands, you are represented by the Wands in the Minor Arcana, and we have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, which is right before Sagittarius energy. If you're born on the cusp with Scorpio, Sagittarius, there is a sense here, and it's not just if you're born on the cusp, but for you, Sagittarius, don't get in your own way during this time. And that's just something Spirit's like, don't forget to say it. Don't get in your own way. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. Oh, I like that. Okay. You have the Strength card, which is the repeat of the number 8. Excuse me. The Strength card also represents Leo energy, July 23rd to August 22nd. The Two of Cups, healing, beautiful love coming forward. You have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, time frame May 21st to June 20th. And you have the Four of Swords. Okay, so there's love through healing that's coming forward. You're walking away from something which actually brings you a gift of money. There's a need to be strong as you heal, because you're actually going to think, oh, I'm doing this wrong, when really you're on the right path. So we're starting here with universal light. We are starting with the sense of this light shining from you, shining with you, becoming a part of you. And there's this radiance that is about you during this time that you need to step into. It's stepping into your truth. It's stepping into your power. It's stepping into your brilliance. And so during this time, you're going to think, Sagittarius, there's something wrong with me. Because either people are drawn to you or they're completely staying away from you. And you're going to think, what have I done? This is going to be because of the light that is such a part of you during this time, this connection you have with this divine wisdom of the soul star chakra, of this sense of purpose and dedication. It leads you to embracing a holistic you. It also leads you to understanding your life purpose a bit more. And that can translate into, I know what I don't want. I still have to figure out what I do. And it doesn't matter your age. This is a time of discovery. Holistic health, right here, the root chakra. This is falling in alignment with yourself. This is also maybe consulting a naturopath, a naturopath, there we go, and embracing a more natural way of healing your body, of moving you forward, of connecting with sleep, of connecting with, with healing. And I do know, like, vitamin D, so important when it comes to sleep. And I'm just studying all about this and learning all about this, and it's amazing. So if you don't go outside a lot, or if it's really dark and dreary like it is where I live, and it's just gray, and it's like, yay. Vitamin D. Pack in that vitamin D and make yourself, it makes you feel just a little better, and also helps you have the sleep that you deserve. So here with holistic health, it's kind of looking at the alternative routes. And I, of course, am not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. I'm just immensely curious. And so here with this holistic health, it's also listening to your body. It's listening to what your body is saying and how you're aching and where your pain is. And it's really looking at this and saying, how do I fix it? And it can lead you down a natural rabbit hole that really is quite amazing. And I'll link in the description box below. I'll try to remember. One of the people I listen to on YouTube about gut health and vitamin D and sleep and all this stuff. So here it's opening up that path, opening up that world to you, and letting yourself walk through it. Don't think, oh, I'm just going to be this hippy dippy person. It's why not be the hippy dippy person? Why not be healthy and happy and at peace with your life? because isn't that what we're all searching for? And it just seems like everybody's lacking there. So it's time to embrace an alignment and a beauty, and it leads you to being able to connect with your life purpose. Because if you're in chronic pain, if you aren't sleeping well, if you know, like if it's just a struggle to get out of bed in the morning, and that's the first struggle you have to deal with, don't you want to be better from that? So here, when we're looking at the life purpose, when we look at the holistic health, it's looking at a natural way forward to give that joy back to life and to ascend to where you want to be, to look at who you are and your gifts and not say, okay, I have to make this much money in order to be successful. It's like, I have to be me in order to be successful. And I'm looking at what are my greatest gifts? What are my greatest joys? What is the great beauty about me? So when we have the life purpose here, and it's within our throat chakra, it's how we speak to ourselves. It's the energy that we project into the world. It's the power that is a part of us. So here, with life purpose, you're going to find that this is when you're in the zone. You know, when you say you're in the zone, like exercising, or you're in the zone when you're working, it's like this is when time flies by and you don't even realize it. When you're not in the zone, you look up and you're like, oh my gosh, an hour has to have passed, and it's 3 minutes, right? So here with life purpose, it doesn't mean that it has to be something grandiose. You could really enjoy gardening. You can really enjoy, going for walks with your dog. You can really enjoy so many things, so many different things. And it brings forward a purpose. It brings forward a power to your life that elevates you forward and also propels you to working harder, to, going after your goals more. And your chakra energy here is really about healing so that you can achieve so much more than what you thought. And it's kind of like if you're already operating on a higher energy level and you're already achieving great things, could you imagine what you could achieve when everything's in order? And if you know that that order should be coming and that achievement should be here, could you imagine how your life will open up once you start to heal? So be very mindful during this time because you are on a very emotional journey. And I know it's coming up in money and career, which sounds funny, but does make sense because everything is interconnected and we can't be our best if we're not at our best. So here with the Chariot, this is a person taking emotional advantage of you. This is a person who very much enjoys chaos, who is running rampant in it, who acts without thinking. It's not even lets their emotions just simply guide the whole entire thing. They can be very calculating with things, but they're also going to be very reckless. So just be very mindful of this during this time where it's a reckless person charging forward, thinking that they have everything either under control or that they see the bigger picture. And the fact of the matter is they don't. The Queen of Wands is going to be interesting because as a fire sign energy, Sagittarius, you're going to be very drawn to this person. For some of you, it's going to be you. You're really being told to kind of get out of your own way. Again, it's coming up from spirit during this time. It's not a bad thing, and I know it does sound like a bit of a rude thing to say, but don't let doubt and fear define you. Don't let yourself talk you out of the move that you want to make. Go for it. Go for it during this time. The Queen of Wands can also be somebody who has a really bad temper, who kind of lets themselves fly off the handle, and yet if you said anything back to them, that's it. They'd be done with it. So here with the Queen of Wands, they also want to have their fingers in like all the pies. They want to be a part of everything, but they don't really know what's going on. So it's just going to be either micromanaging or it's just going to be super annoying because you're sitting there and you're like, why do you want to run this? You don't even know what we're doing. You don't even know our names type of thing. So just be very mindful of that. And then with the Death card, this is a person who keeps secrets and keeps them hard. And they don't want you to know. They could be afraid that you're going to steal their way of moving forward or their ideas or their prosperity or, you'll get the commission, not them. And this is a person who they fight dirty because of it. They also take in and they just watch everybody. And they're going to know everybody's weak points and everybody's blessings really easily. And they're going to go kind of and take advantage of the good-heartedness, but also of insecurities. This is a time, okay, watch your back, most definitely, but this is a time where divinity is giving you a gift of prosperity. The way that it comes forward, Sagittarius, is that you walk away from a lot of the hurt, a lot of the pain, a lot of the disappointment that has defined you for so long. And as you walk away from this hurt, you walk into your prosperity, your bounty, your understanding, your brilliance. And you start to see these seeds being planted in you that really start to take root, that really start to change the way that you see things, that really start to move you forward. And it has you walking away from something you once thought you would love. So with the Eight of Cups, there's an ending, but it's bringing about a profound beginning. Sometimes in our darkest moments when we think, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing that ever happened, when we look back on it, years from now, you can see it as a blessing. You could see it as life altering. And that can also be with things that happened in your past that are coming up now, where it's kind of like you're thinking about it, or you're thinking about this person and you're like, why am I thinking about this person? It's like, it's because they were a hurdle for you. They were a way for you to move forward that needed to be addressed. And it still needs to be addressed. That confidence that you need to have within yourself, that ability to stand up for yourself or speak your truth, or know that, another person can speak lies about you, but it's not going to ruin you. And as you're moving forward, you're moving away from that energy that left you vulnerable to their attack. And you're going to see that the seeds of prosperity planted within you start to redefine you, start to open you up to new ideas and new ideals and new ways forward and new understandings. And it really brings about a powerful change. It really brings about a new coming. It's like a new wave of being, a new wave of understanding. And you have the repeat of the number 8 here. So that means that you're taking this time astoundingly seriously. You can actually take it a little bit too seriously, Sagittarius. And so here, when you're walking away, you're embracing your strength, your prosperity, your bounty, your understanding, but you can also sit there and say, never again. I'm going to be so strong. I'm going to be so focused. And Sagittarius, once you get focused, it's like nothing can stop you. Like wild bees, well, they're all wild, aren't they? But, wild bears couldn't pull you away from your task type of thing. So here, there's this sense, the saying is wild dogs. There we go. The sense here is being focused, being driven, but also embracing this tremendous kindness. You also have a way of pulling people together, or kind of getting at the heart of stories, getting at the heart of ideas. That's going to be really important for you. And I don't know exactly why that is, but Spirit's saying that you have a way, and a very unique way, Sagittarius, of seeing situations that open up doors for you, but also help other people open up doors for themselves. This can also be a great time to kind of like be a mentor, to, embrace a greater coming together of people, ideas, passions, desires. It really opens up your world. So as you are embracing this truth, you are embracing your power, you're embracing your strength forward, you're embracing your greater way of being, and it's going to open up so much more to you. And you're going to see that not only, yes, are you stronger than you think you are, but you also have a fierceness to your success, to your way forward. And as you embrace this, there's a healing that's coming in that's saying, I'm not the same as I was before. This is healing, beautiful love. This is a washing over of what you desire and what you need and where you want to be and how you want to be embracing your life. And this is a healing from a lot of the hurt and the pain that made you kind of stand strong and think that the whole world's against you. Sit there and say, not think that the whole world's against you, but really have troubles and heartbreaks and pains and disappointments that you had to plow through. And then it made you think, when's the next shoe going to drop? Nothing is ever going to be easy. It's always going to be one battle after another, one heartbreak after another, one doubt after another. And now you're finding that there's more here to move you forward. And you're finding that you are stronger, you are bolder, you are more than what you thought. And part of the healing is going to be this release of, I should have gotten there sooner, or I can't believe I was so foolish, or, something negative here that comes up that kind of colors the way that you're seeing things, and it does it in like grays. And you're going to think, why didn't I do this sooner? Or why couldn't I have confidence in myself when I had time to really enjoy it? Or when, those type of things. First of all, you're never too old to embrace success. You're just not. I know our world likes to tell us we are, but our world is wrong on so many things. And here, when you're stepping into your success, you're stepping into your passion, you're knowing your truth, you had to live everything that you went through to get to this moment, to embrace this prosperity, to look at things differently. And I know it's a weird money and career readings, and that I tend to do weird money and career readings because everything is interconnected. In Spirit's like, if you don't look at everything as a whole, your emotions, your relationships, your drive, your fears, you'll never get to the place that you want to be, because there's always going to be that boogeyman in the closet that keeps you held back, that keeps you from progressing the way that you deeply want to and absolutely need to. So this is profound healing that's washing away so much and having you stand straighter, having you stand firmer in your truth. It brings you to the Lovers. It brings you to a duality of spirit, of finding that you're really passionate about multiple things and that all your time and effort doesn't have to be spent on just one thing. You're embracing the passion, you're embracing the prosperity, you're embracing the greater understanding, you're embracing the greater truth of who it is that you are, where it is that you need to be, how it is that you need to move forward. You're going to be looking at things from multifaceted different angles, and that's going to make you very good at what you do, because you're not just going to take the face value and say, oh, that's it. You're going to be looking at things and saying, oh, there's so much more here, and oh my gosh, I didn't think that that could be, or oh wow, that makes so much more sense. And so as it opens to you, you open to it. You start to see things more powerfully for yourself. And as it brings you forward, it brings you into peace, but it also brings you into alignment. So if your job is just your job, it pays the bills, right? But you have a passion on the side. You start to see that energy building around you, and you start to see yourself, kind of having a bit more of a spring in your step, because you're focusing on what makes your heart sing. And when you focus on what makes your heart sing, it starts to make the rest of the world sing. This can be a time, though, where you get very competitive and caught up in winning. And that can be a great thing, don't get me wrong, winning is fun. But if it takes away the joy from it, if it kind of stagnates you because you're not going to kind of take the risks that you want to take or grow the way that you want to grow because you have to win, then it's a very bad thing. And also if it becomes kind of obsessive, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't let this person beat me, or oh my gosh, what are they doing type of thing. It's taking the joy out of it, and Spirit is saying step back from that. Because you're looking at all the hurts and all the pains that you have been through. And you have to give honor to yourself. Because there's a reason, again, why you walk that road. So that you can embrace what you love, what you need, what you want, who you are. And open up that door to moving you forward. And open up to that reality. So here, there is going to need to be a time where you sit there and you kind of give thanks for all the muck and the mire that you have been through, all the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the heartbreaks, the devastation. It's like, listen, it stunk when I was going through it, right? But now I stand where I am. And now I'm in my truth. I look at the Four of Swords as very personal. It's astoundingly personal. Because we all know our failures really, really well. We don't know anybody else's failures quite as well as we know our own. Even the people we are the closest to, they still have their secrets. So the Four of Swords is looking at that hurt, that pain, that disappointment, and saying, okay, I went through that fire, I went through that forging, I went through that pain. But now how am I coming out sharper and stronger than I ever was? How am I opening up that door to my ideas, to my ideals, to where I need to be for me? And it lets you embrace what you love, because it lets you know that to embrace it is to truly be you and to truly have faith in you, to truly open up that door. So let's see what your subconscious is saying here. Yeah, your subconscious chakra message is forgiveness, the heart chakra, forgiveness of yourself. And that's what a lot of this reading has been about, that forgiveness of not being able to be there sooner, or not being able to see the big picture, or getting hurt, or stopping yourself and saying, oh, I can't do this, letting past traumas and pain define your present. And we can forgive other people, that's great. But the first person we have to forgive is ourselves. Because actually, you know what? It's more benevolent and easier to forgive somebody else, even if it's super hard and you don't want to. But to forgive ourselves for being weak, for seeing ourselves as quote unquote weak at that moment, for being too young to say anything, for being, too much in love, to think that it was a bad thing, to, wanting that job so much that nothing else mattered. We forgive ourselves and we say, now I stand in my present. Now I stand in my truth. And it was a long, hard road to get here. But here's the sad thing. So many people never get here, Sagittarius. And it brings you then to your subconscious person message, which is you, which is standing in the essence of you. Don't get in your own way. Embrace the ether. Embrace the spiritual knowledge that is coming your way, your connections with your angels and your spirit guides to move you forward. Open up that door. Embrace that greatness because you're worth it. And you have this beautiful rainbow of success right here in the background. It then moves you to your subconscious tarot message, which is justice, Libra energy, time frame September 23rd to October 22nd. But this is a sense of being discerning and letting yourself be just within your own life. So often we're so afraid of being just to everyone and to everyone else that we sacrifice ourselves, or we make ourselves neurotic because you can't hurt anybody's feelings, but that's impossible. You can't do it. Somebody's going to get annoyed no matter how nice you are, no matter how much you try. So here, it's being discerning, and it's saying, I'm allowed to have a voice. I'm allowed to say, I want this energy in my life, and I don't want this energy in my life. I'm allowed to say, this is right for me, and this is not. And that's the justice that you're stepping into subconsciously. It can make you feel a bit uncomfortable because you might feel you're being exclusionary to certain people or to certain things, but you're doing what's right for you. So as long as that comes from a place of love, light, and kindness, and sometimes that kindness has to be directed at yourself, then you're okay. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of your positive energy as you embrace your healing, as you step into your emotional truth and embrace the bounty that is coming for you as you move forward. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius.